Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream on the channel. I hope you're all having a good one. I thought we'd do a stream today as I'm not 100% sure if we'll be able to stream tomorrow. But this is our final part of our USA tour, which we have been doing. Took a bit of a break from it today, but we are back. For another stream. I picked up a new cool tool. It's called Flow Pro, and it's basically this wheel thing. And we have a landing rate, so we'll be able to see our landing rate. And I've got a few bits and bobs set up. So yeah, that's that. Let's take a look at who is in chat then. Some random dudes, welcome to the stream. Gaming Central, welcome. I hope you're having a good one. Well, without further ado, my friends, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Right. Hopping into the flight deck then, let's come to the overhead panel. Let's get battery 1 and 2 on. And external power. No smoking signs, seatbelt signs can come on. Let's align the adheres left, right, and centre. And the nav and logo lights can go on. Or pop the strobes to auto as well. Cool. Now that is that all sorted. Let's come down to the McDo, FMC, whatever you want to call it. And we'll go to the init page. Our code route today is KIAD. Cool. We'll pop that in. Cost index is going to be 37 for today's flight, and we will be cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet. There we go, we can pop that in. If we go to the IRS init, we can confirm a line. There we go. And let's see, I think we can go to the flight plan page now, into Detroit, into departures. And we are departing on runway 201 right today. So we'll select 21 right. And let's see, we are on the Pavey departure. Try and find it. Here it is. There we go. Insert that in there then. Continuing on down then. After that, we are going over to Charlie X-Ray Romeo. And we can pop that in there then. Let that load. Is it loading? There we go. After that, we're going over to Echo Tango Golf. Pop that in there. Let's see. Takes a while to load. There we go. And then we are there, I think. So if we come to the arrival, yep, we're on the ILS for 13, and we're on the MIP for arrival. So we can insert that. Cool. Set flight plan page once again. That is all sorted. So we can go to the perf page. We are doing a flaps 1 departure today. So we'll set flaps 1. Transition altitude is 18,000. And adjust the V speeds. There we go. Cool. I think that is about it, actually. So, we just need to wait for the IRS to align. And while we wait for that to align, we'll set up the MCP. As said, going to a flight level of 350, so we'll select that, pop that in, and we'll get the flight directors on, as well as the constraints. What we'll do is we'll pop the meta into the chat. Nate, welcome to the stream. Hello, I hope you're having a good one. Thanks for coming along, really do appreciate it. Meta KDTW. So we just need to wait for the IRS to align, and then that will be good. Winds are 0, 0, 0, 0, so no wind. That's interesting. Few clouds at 25,000 feet. Altimeter is 3002. So we'll pop that in. 3002. Yeah, that's interesting. Zero wind. What we can do is while we wait, we will pop the APU on. Shouldn't be too much longer. Let's make sure it's aligning. Normally there's a thing in this tablet which will be able to, but nothing seems to be working. No, so we'll just leave that. Shouldn't take too long then. Let's do a little walk around the aircraft. Oh. Right. Let's do a little walk around. I love the Delta livery. This is the A321 Neo with the Pratt & Whitney engines. So, I think the Pratt & Whitney engines have the howl, or the bark. Ooh, look at that. Looks like it's going to be a good day for flying. I think it's like 9 AM. APU exhaust. Pop up here, you can hear that. The textures are great on this aircraft. Really are. Properly nice. Got a winglet. Ooh. The engines as well though. If you look inside, you got the fan blades. Wow, look at the fan blades. Right, let's see. Yes, the IRS has aligned, which is good. So we can pop the APU bleed on them. And I think we are about ready for pushback. So it's a shame we still have to use the default tool for pushback. Pushback stop. I just realised that if you leave this, all of this stuff on, let's hope it's all cleared off, which it has. Good. Ready for pushback then. Right. What we can do is release the parking brakes. Let's come to the overhead panel, get the fuel pump on to power up the APU for the time being. So we're off ground power now. Should start to push back any minute now. APU is available, of course. And we are going to want to push back with the nose facing left. Right, here we go. Ignition over to ignition and start. And let's start up engine number 1 to begin with. We'll pop the rest of the fuel pumps on now. Pop outside. There we go. Let's start up engine number 1 as well. As this aircraft, you can start up both engines at once, which is nice. Alright, we'll continue pushback. For now, anyway. What we'll do is, can we turn this one off? Bring it back to home. Right, I'd say we'll stop and push back around here. Once it brings us around. Pretty good pushback actually. Right, let's stop the pushback there. We'll set our parking brakes. We'll get rid of the ATC. Waiting for the other engine to start up. Almost as ready. That's over there. And my friends, a big thank you for 962 subs. We did our 800 subscribers special on Monday. So, Big thank you to each and every one of you. Right, all engines are started. Let's double check the speed brakes are working, and we'll set flaps 1 for departure. Cool. And come back to the overhead panel. What we could do is get the APU off then, and we'll get the nose lights on. And then I think we're about ready to taxi out to the runway. So we'll release the parking brake. Actually, no we're not. Gotta click TO config. And bring ignition selector back to the normal position. Let's click TO config. Right. Auto brake is max. Signs are on. Cabins ready. Spoilers are armed. And flaps are at the takeoff position. Let's do a flight control check real quick. We'll go full up, full down, full left, full right, and neutral. Rudder, full left. Alright, we've got a rudder problem. Full right, neutral. Alright, we've got a slight issue with the rudder. I have to put in full left for it to be neutral. So, use the controller to taxi. It's not a very long taxi. Right, let's release the parking brake, give it a bit of throttle, and we basically just have to taxi around this big building, and we should be around the other side of that is the runway, so that's all right. So yeah, as I mentioned, we may not be able to do a stream tomorrow, so I thought I'd stream today, just in case. And I'm not going to bother doing 900 subscribe special. We'll wait until 1,000 now. Alright. Fabulous. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying these streams so far. About ready to take off soon. Cool. I'm going to continue around. Detroit Airport is actually quite big. I didn't think it was this big, but I guess it is. Let's see. I need to take a left here. Cool. Wow. Alright, let's continue around. I think we're gonna have to take a left at some point. Yeah, I think we'll take the left here. We'll zoom out a bit for you all. So I guess we'll take this taxiway all the way down, and then we should be ready to depart from runway 21 right. And then we'll make our way over to New York. And of course, we're landing on runway 13 right or left. Maybe it's just 13, can't quite remember. Here we go, we're approaching it shortly. Give you all a nice little engine view. in quite fast. That's okay. Right, here's the runway then. We'll take the next right. Then we should be ready to depart. Alright, here we are. Runway 21 right. And we'll stop here. Set the parking brakes. What we'll do now is we'll ding the cabin crew, let them know we're ready for departure. We'll get the strobes on, landing lights can come on, takeoff lights, and the wing lights. Then we line up on the runway. Alright, give it a bit of speed, get ourselves moving. There we are. Alrighties. Let's get the sounds up then. I hope you all enjoy the departure. I will catch you all in the air. And let's get it, my friends. Dodge set 40%. Manflex SRS runway, auto throttle blue. Nose down pressure. Here we go. Airspeed's alive. 100 knots checked, nose pressure's neutral. V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Do a bit of hand flying just for the time being. Then we'll pop autopilot on. Thrust climb. There we go, thrust climb is set. And autopilot 1 can come on. Let's bring you guys back up into the main flight deck. I hope you guys all enjoyed the departure. And we're about S speed, so we'll go flaps clean. And we can get the music on for today. There we go. Should come on soon. There we are. Lovely. Beautiful departure out of Detroit. These engines are quite quiet, actually. Thanks for 2 likes on the stream so far, my friends. Let's try get to 5 before it ends. That's our goal for today. Right, let's see, we'll get in around 3:30 UK time. We've got about 470 miles to go, so decent way to go. Oh, that view's kind of glitched. Put up here for the time being. Be sure to say hello in chat, and feel free to ask any questions you might have. I'll be more than happy to try and answer them for you. Another great day for flying. Let's see what we can pull up here. Still looking into flow. All I know is that I know there's a landing rate, and I've tried it out and it's quite good. I've had a few smooth landings, some of which were hard, but a few smooth ones. And you have like a status report, so you can see where you touched down and stuff like that, and it's around $15 US, so it's kind of a lot of money for what it is. But I've been enjoying it. I've noticed a few more crashes though. And black screens. So I don't know what our route is today. I know that Flow has like a proper like detailed map, but last time I tried it, the whole aircraft started to crash. So I mean, I'd rather that not happen. That looks good. Looks like we're going to cross a lake and then continue to fly over. Do we dare? Turn it off. Right, that's our transition altitude. Let's go over to standard pressure now then. And we can continue our climb up to 35,000 feet today. Oh, we climbed so fast, we forgot to turn off the seatbelt signs, the nose wheel lights, or wing lights, and the landing lights as well. So we'll turn them off now then. The weather has been great over here in the US recently. I think we've kind of lucked out. Looks like we're going to start another turn. I wonder if this aircraft has top of descent markers. I know it did last time. Yes, it does. So it has a top of climb marker. My guess is that it would have a top of descent as well then. I think the top of descent marker might be there. Can't quite tell though, so if we go into plan mode. Let's see. That looks like the top of climb marker. Let's maybe go back one more page. Yeah, there's top of climb. That's the top of climb marker, and then trying to find the top of descent one. So there it is. About an hour until we arrival down. So actually this flight isn't very long. I appreciate you guys coming along with me today though, my friends. Nice to have you all on board. Wow, look at these views. I don't know what lake we are currently flying over, actually. I think we've reached 35,000 feet quite quickly. Yes, we have. Nice and quick. So, on our right, we see there's a lake here. I don't know what lake this is, actually. But, making progress. Look at those clouds down there. I think these clouds are at, like, 25,000 feet, I think it said. A few clouds at 25,000, yeah. So, they should be the clouds. I'm going to step out of the flight deck real quick just to get a quick drink of water, so I won't be very long. I'll see you in just a moment. Sorry about that, my friends, but I am now back, so we can get rid of that screen. Oh, wow, look at these clouds. These clouds are awfully nice. We'll see them in a bit from this view. This will look quite nice at night. Or sunset even with these clouds. I bet the sun would like dance on them almost. Wow, you can't go wrong with these views. If you have any questions, my friends, please don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to try answer them for you. Do a nice little cinematic shot for you all. Wow, look at that. I do quite like the Delta livery. Wow. And then you've got the contrail back there. So, yeah, that looked awesome. I think Delta is a part of SkyTeam. Is that what that said? SkyTeam, yeah, thought so. And SkyTeam is Delta, Virgin Atlantic, Korean. I don't know if Air France are in it as well. They might be. There's a few others as well. And Star Alliance has the most airlines in it. I think that has Singapore, United, a ton of them. Then you got One World, American, BA, Aer Lingus, I think. If not Aer Lingus, then the part of IAG, so kind of. But yeah, tons of different airlines. All of the different alliances. Wow, literally looks like cotton candy. Ooh, look at that. If you're enjoying these streams so far, my friends, please be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Really does help us out a whole ton. So, big thank you to everyone who's done so. We've got these great views to occupy us for the next hour or so. got a nice engine view. Ooh, I like the engine views. I think the way this looks is actually quite realistic. So if we just hop outside, we can get a better view of this. So I think it's quite realistic to the real aircraft, because I've seen an A321 Neo with its engines up and running and stuff, and it does actually look very similar to this, if not the same as. And then you got Delta clearly written on it. There you go. And I think what we'll do is we'll position this drone camera like behind the gear, so when we drop the gear in a bit later on, have like a cool gear cam. Let's take a little look at the cabin. Quite realistic as well. We've got Delta in-flight entertainment. Delta branded. Got Delta. Oh, you got some cabin crew as well. That's nice. And some animated passengers. Ooh, that's cool. Which I believe you can turn off if you don't like them. Do a nice speed through the cabin. And then I believe there are 2 more members of the crew back here. Yes. 2 more crew members. And then you got the lavatories, which are actually, they have stuff in, which is quite nice. Quite nice to see. And you've got this emergency exit. Let's try find the overwing ones over here. Oh wait, this aircraft doesn't have them. Yes, it does actually. Here they are. So they don't actually have it animated on the inside. So like if you go in here, for example, you would have thought you'd see it, but no, there's a seat in the way. And you got gear compartment. There's your gear. You can see the gear nice and clearly. Let's hop back into the flight deck for the time being. Still got a while to run. I appreciate you guys coming along with me today. I got it's a nice day for flying. We've got plenty of time left to relax before we start our descent. I think we have quite a while until descent. Try to see where it would be. I think it's in here potentially. So yeah, keep coming back, taking a little look, make sure everything is okay in there. But for now, nothing else really. Just relax for a little bit. Got some nice views. Let's stay in the flight deck for now, shall we? Take another look at flow, and then if you want, you can like change these things. So, what is this thing? Oh, okay, so that's quite cool. And you got tons of different things. Let's see, you got lights, stuff like that, position, time of day, weather, all of that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot in here. Quite interesting, quite good. if you have any questions, my friends, feel free to pop them in the live chat, and I'll be more than happy to try answer them all for you. And be sure to say hello as well. Welcome all new viewers to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Alright, we're getting a bit closer now, so we're just going to take a look at when top of descent is going to be. Sure, I don't think it will be too long. Nope, there is the top of descent arrow. So that's actually quite close. It's around here-ish. So what we'll do is we'll come down to the McDo, we'll go into the perfect page, into the approach, we'll pop the METAR in. METAR KLGA. And then we'll take a look at the conditions over there. Alright, the winds are 050 at 7 knots, a few clouds at 8,000, scattered clouds at 3,000, few clouds at 800 feet, scattered clouds at 3,600, broken clouds at 10,000, broken clouds at 25,000, altimeter is 29 and 9 and 2, so that's all good. And we'll bring this down to 2,000 feet and start our descent. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll pop all this stuff in. Coordinate is 292. Alright, temperature is 23 degrees Celsius, and I can pop that in. Dew point is 20 degrees. Winds 050 at 7 knots. Alright, and the transition is 18,000. Cool, so we can pop that in then. Fabulous, that is that. So we can enjoy the remaining views. Alright, let's hop back in the flight deck, check how everything is going in here. We've commenced our descent, which is good. We should descend nice and quickly, yep. So we have about 80 miles, 60 miles max, we're going around. Then in for the approach. We'll be doing an Ultra Break 2 arrival today as, or medium, as it's quite a short runway in LaGuardia. But everything is going well so far. Nothing's playing up. Cool. That stuff all looks good. Should descend through the clouds in not very long. Elias, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't see your message there. We're about to arrive into New York. And my friends, a big thank you for the 3 likes on the stream so far. Really do appreciate that. Not too much longer until we start arriving. Alright, this is about 18,000 feet, so let's hop over to the correct pressure. As said, altimeter is 2992. So that's good. Elias, I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how all of a sudden it just jumped up a whole ton, but it seems to have. Descending at a nice rate. I'm surprised we're not going too fast actually. See, about 10 minutes until arriving. Yeah, not very long at all. Hopefully we hit 1,000 soon. Alright, so we put in our arrival information already. Yeah. So I think we're about to commence a turn, and then let's see. There's the approach. Oh, one too far. There's the approach. So we're kind of gonna loop around and then back in. So we've got a relatively short final approach, which will be interesting. Should be fine though. We can start to see some of the ground down there. Someone is lurking in secret. What do you mean by that, Elias? Yeah, maybe. Never know. Could come from the shorts. One of my shorts is doing quite well currently. Right, so that is our final approach there. So we'll start configuring and stuff. Getting all ready to arrive soon. These clouds look nice though. We hop outside here. Do a bit of cinematic shot. We'll open up flow real quick. Make sure we've got everything looking good. And make sure the landing rate is on. Just double check that. Yep, landing rate is on. So we should get landing rates on the screen. We'll dive into some of the details as well. There's something weird here. I don't know if you just saw that. If you go at like a certain height, and then as well, if you pop into this view where you almost trick the camera, it looks a bit weird. That's alright. Alright, we're approaching 10,000 feet, so we'll get the cabin strapped in nice and early. We'll get the nose wheel lights on, landing lights as well as the all-wing lights. So we're almost ready for our arrival then. Just got to get through this cloud. Probably pop on the anti-ices. And, oh, our speed has gone crazy, so we'll give ourselves a bit of speed brake just to slow ourselves down a bit. And be sure to let me know, my friends, if the audio levels are okay, if stuff needs to be turned down. Be sure to let me know. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as well. Be more than happy to try and answer them for you. Right, so we passed through 10,000 feet then. We'll be able to bring speed brakes back in now. As said, auto brake medium arrival, so we'll pop it onto auto brake medium now. Go through these nice fluffy clouds. And we should start to see the airport, or we probably won't be able to. But if we pop up top, we put on the wing anti-ice. I don't think you can do the cool in this aircraft. Give it a bit more speed brake, just slow ourselves back down. Go through some of the thicker cloud now. So we do have the anti-ice on. And then the airport is over in that direction, I think. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of the New York skyline. Let's double check we're on live weather and stuff. Yeah. Yep, we're on live weather. Good day for flying, though. Thanks for 3 likes on the stream so far, my friends. Really do appreciate that. We're going for 5 on today's stream. We still can reach that goal. Get a tiny bit of speed brake just to make sure we're going nice and slow. Or not slow, but slow down enough. Wow, this cloud is properly thick. So once we break through, it's probably not going to look very nice down there. But we'll have to see. So we'll start everything about halfway between final approach and this big wide turn. Nice. There we go, we've broken through there. You can see some of New York. Doesn't look the best. That's okay though. Right. We'll start deploying some flaps soon because I think it's quite a short final approach. So we'll go flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1 set. And while you're in the air, it's only slats. Flaps and slats. There is some of New York. Looks like rocks from up here. That's okay though. There we go. Slowing down nicely now then. Should be able to get down soon. And ILS mode will be armed very shortly, as we'll be getting onto the approach soon. If you guys are enjoying these streams so far, then please be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Really does help us out a whole ton, so a big thank you to everyone who has done so. Really do appreciate it. We are getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. About to make our turn onto final then. We'll probably turn on the engine anti-ices as well. Alright, we are commencing the turn, so I think we'll wait just a moment or two until we get on that track before we arm it. But what we can do is we'll go flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2. Slow ourselves down a bit more. That's it. I don't get why it keeps on saying okie dokie. If you have any questions, my friends, feel free to pop them in the chat and get your landing rate guesses in. What do you think we are going to get for our landing rate? I know and anything under 200 feet per minute, I'm counting as a butter landing. So ILS mode is on, approach mode is on, localizer is indicated. I'm surprised glide slope's not indicated. But I think we've got the localizer. Got one of the lot. Right, let's hop back in the flight deck. So we're turning on to final. So let's go flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. Cool. And we'll do flaps full once we turn on to final as well. We need to pop the gear down. Alright. I think the runway is over there. We're just about to turn on. So, as promised, I'm gonna do like an under cam up here. And let's pop the gear down. Probably wouldn't work. There we go. Gear cam. There we are. There's the runway. And let's go flaps full. Speed checked, flaps full. There we go. Glide slope's indicated now then. We'll give it some speed brake. Just slow ourselves down to our final approach speed today of, that says 160 knots, but should be a bit slower than that. 155 ideally. So we'll set that. 2,500 feet altitude is checked. Right, let's pause the music for today then, my friends. Turn that off. And as we'll be landing shortly, basically on final approach. That says we're a bit low, but I think we're a bit, I think we're fine. Bring the speed brakes back in for now. We'll arm the speed brakes now, as we'll be arriving. So there's the runway. Put your landing rate guesses in the live chat. I'm going for a 215. That's my guess. Double check it's working. Yep, it is. That's my guess, 215. What do you guys think? Pop your guesses down in the live chat. And the closest person wins. Doesn't win anything, but... Elias is asking, what is the easiest plane to fly in my opinion? I feel like this aircraft is not quite easy to fly. It feels really light. Like you move it a bit and it goes up a whole ton. Whereas the PMDG 737, I'd say, flies the best. And flies easiest. But, depends what you like. Alright. I will take control. Let's bring the sounds up. Enjoy the arrival, my friends. Let's get down on the ground. Get ourselves back on glide slope as I don't know what the autopilot was doing, but Elias thinks minus 204. There we go, 2 whites, 2 reds, but I don't think it is that. Glide slope says we're high.
500.
500 feet, got to get back on that centre line.
400.
Oh dear, I think it's going to be a hard one,
300.
chat.
200.
Dropping low.
100.
Oh no.
60. 50, 40, 30,
What?
20, retard.
Oh dear. Let's just not look at that, shall we? Right, reverse is green. Decel. Let's not look at the landing rate. Might have been a bit hard. Might not have. Welcome on down to LaGuardia, my friends. Messed that up. Let's bring you guys back up into the main flight deck then. Bring the sounds back down. What we'll do is we'll park up on, find a stand, and then we'll take a look at that landing rate. That is slightly embarrassing. Right, you've turned everything off. Get that taxi light back on now. So yeah, we'll look at that in a moment. I told you it was gonna be hard. That might have been, yeah, the gear's probably gone. Probably would have crashed. If not, we've definitely blown a tyre. So we'll take a look at the report in just a moment. If you believe you can achieve. That's a nice quote there. Sadibus. Yeah, I bet it probably would have collapsed. No ground crew though, so I guess they don't want to check it out. Alright, let's cut the throttle. Let's cut everything. We'll hop outside. And oh, it's disappeared. How do you do a shared cockpit Sadibus, Dad? Let's see it, come on. Yeah, probably tons of dents and stuff. Not right now, Sadibus, Dad. Maybe at some point in the future. But my friends, I thought I was going to be able to get the landing rate up, but it appears I can't. That is going to be it for the end of today's stream. As I mentioned at the beginning, there may not be a stream tomorrow. So I did one today, but you never know, there might be one tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys coming along with me today, mods, donators, channel supporters. A big thank you for your continued support as per usual. If you are on your way out, then please be sure to drop a like if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye, my friends.